The maps are Ark, a part of what makes Ark, right? You got the dinosaurs, it's probably the most important, but next up is the maps. And you get to explore these magical fantasy worlds full of dinosaurs, and well, I've always wanted to make myself a map. So today I'm challenging myself to one thing, to build myself a playable Ark map in 7 days with one artifact cave with a little twist, which you'll see when I get to play test it with some friends. But first, we're kind of going to go over each day I have a kind of goal to hit, and well, day one, we're just gonna make a templated landscape using a program called Gaia, as trying to make a landscape from scratch seems like that will take me a week to do because I'd get a bit too picky with what I'm doing. This would just help me get a nice natural landscape for the idea I have. We should talk about that, the idea. Now, there's a thing called a Caldera lake, which is basically a lake that is formed from the top of a volcano. Well, there happens to be a very big one here in my home country of New Zealand called Lake Taupo, and I'd always like the idea of having the center of the map to be this giant lake. So yeah, that's part of what we're gonna do. Then day two, we're gonna hopefully take our chances over the dev kit, get that landscape textured, and start fixing up any issues we have with it and start building the map. And that's what we're going to be doing for day 3, getting down those cliff placements, the rocks. Day 4, probably the same thing. Day 5, probably the same thing, right? And then day 6 is probably going to be cave. And then day 7 is going to be your foliage, your spawns, and everything else in between that you need, like your biome zones and everything else we need. So why don't we just hop into my first day and see how this journey went to how I made a map in 7 days. It is currently 10:53 on my phone, and we are gonna get into Gaia, which, as you can see, is blank at the moment, and I'm probably gonna watch a bunch of tutorials. So instead of boring you a little bit, I am just going to get to work. Now we dive straight into the tutorials on Gaia, and I went straight away with a hill, which is like one of the primitives in a node-based system. You start adding more nodes and it will gradually add details or ways landscape gets formed. Basically, I took this hill, added some erosion, and it adds some nice natural cliffs and natural erosion that would happen from water damage and all that kind of stuff over time. You know, since I want a caldera, and that is basically a lake that is formed in a crater of a volcano, I then made myself a crater, added some erosion, and started playing around with it until I got something kind of close to what I thought looked cool. But next up was to actually merge them together. And well, at first this kind of just did not get what I wanted, and I had no clue what I was doing, but we kept on progressing. I kind of also tested out like with a little water plane to kind of see how the water would sit in this kind of little crater thing. Just a little test visual for myself in a sense. Next up, I started working on like a mountain, like a cliff that would be like a snowy section of the map. And then I kept working, finding new ways, making rocky plains and other interesting little just terrain things to mix and match on our map. And well, I'm just gonna keep working and pushing at this until we get something I actually like. There it is. Here is Caldera in a height map form in Gaia. Now I need to somehow get this into the dev kit. This is what we're gonna do. We can see, like, I had a look at lakes, but we might go see there. So this, I think the goal is we're gonna have a snowy mountain up here, maybe a bit of a swampy section down here. I don't know, because New Zealand doesn't really have swamps. But I'm just basing this idea on a caldera and then building a map around that.
2 hours later.
Hey, and so many hours later for me, a few seconds for you, and voila. That's kind of the map done in here. I've just exported it with just all the maps in the 3D height, and now it's time I'm putting in the thing. But I am done for day 1. Day 2 is all dev kit. I'm excited, but look, this is what the mini map's gonna be. So I'll explain a little bit. We're gonna have snowy biome, mainly foresty area around here. You got the big lake in the middle, got a bit of a river out here, lake out here, a bit more river. I don't think I'm gonna have much of a swamp biome. Maybe this area will be a bit swampy, this little section here, but New Zealand doesn't really have many swamps in the sense of a normal swamp. But yeah, we got our little arid temperate area, which would be like the scorched earth area of the map. But it's not gonna be deserty, it's just gonna be more like an arid biome. This will be your kind of redwoods biome. This took me far longer than I expected this to be, but hey, we get to get straight into day 2 and build this map in the dev kit, so that's gonna be interesting. More tutorials to watch. So if you enjoyed this so far, make sure to slap the like button and subscribe as we're on the road to 100k. Can we do it before the end of the year? Please. Alrighty, it's day 2. It's like 9:25 in the morning. It's time we get the map into the dev kit, and I'm actually terrified of doing this. But first, we actually have to make a new mod. So create a mod. Best thing is just a blank mod. We're gonna call the map Caldera. That's nice. So this should have all the essential stuff we need to make a mod. This is where you go with blank mod when you're making a mod. Never use empty mod. I haven't used the creature template because I've not made a creature. I don't know if that's actually used, but most mods I've ever made, I always use the blank mod. This allows you to alter stuff within the game, change spawns, and do all that kind of stuff you need to do. Alright, now it's time we get this into the thing, which means another tutorial watch. So I'm back here, second day. And away in the dev kit I went, following a tutorial that was a little bit tricky to follow. They used an AI voice and wasn't great quality. It was like 720p video I was trying to watch, and wasn't the greatest recording in the world, but it was one of the only comprehensive tutorials out at the moment of the dev kit for map making, which is a bit of a bummer. There's a few other ones for certain little things there and there, but the one that kind of showed importing a landscape from Gaia and getting started on a map was this one I was watching. Alright. Oh, I'll be going for an hour and this is confusing the crap out of me. But I've got a bunch of stuff sorted. I don't know if I need this. So now I have to kind of replicate everything from the island, and in the way I'm following this tutorial is confusing the crap out of me. But I think today I might have to change my goals that I had set. I might just do one cave. If I can get a map that works with one cave, that has one artifact with a little secret thing I'm doing with the artifacts, then we're good, right? We can get 2 caves, cool. This is absolutely a daunting task, but I'm enjoying it. And now we're at this point where, one, I'm still working on the dev kit, right, on day 1, but I had to stop recording because I got to a point where I had to have 2 dev kits open at the same time on my system. Which you could think, 2 dev kits plus recording, recipe for my computer go boom. But it was just basically copying stuff from the island world, or the island map in the dev kit, and putting it into your own map, just so you have the systems working, like the weather, the water plane, the ocean physics, all the physics systems that work with the ocean, the skylights, like lights that light up the world, and where the moon would go, and all this stuff, and like the clouds and all that. It was just all pulling that from the island that's already been pre-done by Wildcard and putting them and slapping them on my map and calling it a day. That's basically what I was doing. Now it was time that I could finally import my landscape, which, using the height map that I generated with Gaia, I realized one thing. Because I was using the free version of Gaia, the map size, like the texture size, is only 1024 by 1024, which is 1K quality in a sense of thing, if you want to talk about quality. So this means the map originally was quite small. So originally I was aiming for this to be around the size of the island. I ended up downscaling on a later day when I realized there is no way I was going to complete it at the size of the island. I ended up going, it's about 80% the size of the island. So it's about 30 kilometers something squared. I think it's about 36, maybe. Roundish. Oh, I just crashed it. I don't know what's going on now, but my textures ain't working the same as the video I'm watching. Yeah, crashes happen a lot when working the dev kit. This is why I always say Control S is your best friend. Hit that every 5 seconds. I do that while editing. It's like 5:20 at the moment. I've done something. There's something I'm missing. I know there's a virtual texture mess up, but the landscape is not texturing correctly. Like, we're getting all the grassy stuff and whatnot, fake grass, but the actual landscape isn't being textured. But actually realizing the magnitude of this map is ridiculous. I might have to make it smaller. then the island down, actually drop it down in size, and then bring the bounds and the physics in size. We'll figure that out. This might be the end of day 2, I might be back. Late night visit.
3 hours later.
Alrighty, so fun little fix. There's texture on my landscape now. In some places not. I figured out what happened is when I changed this to the landscape, it didn't actually change every single one. So let's see, this one, not the same landscape. So if I go here and then I change this, it textures it. It's a bit funky because one, the resolution from Gaia that I exported was only like 1000 by 1000 pixels, so it's like not the biggest height map detail. So a lot of this is going to require some work. But once I've done all this, we shall be ready for day 3. And well, with that, that's our day 2 done. We're finally into the dev kit. We're finally chewing through the process, but we've still got a lot to go. And well, let's dive into day 3. Well, it's day 3 of my map making journey, and well, it's time we actually start basically making this map a map. Right at the moment, we've got this basic terrain which does need a lot of work, as if you get up close to it. Look, it's a bit jagged. There's a bit of mountains, some cliffies, and stuff they've worked on. That's gonna be a full-on cliff face, I know that. Well, this is gonna be your way down. The plains here, which actually look kind of cool. A lot of space. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to start working with. I've also got to move all this the snow stuff into the right spot, but I'll get to that. And well, I just started using the landscape tool to flatten, smoothen out, and kind of reshape a lot of this landscape around the beach areas, because these had some very steep inclines just thanks to scaling out my low resolution landscape height map that I got from Gaia, which is not a Gaia problem, it's just because I didn't pay for the full version. We also started to build areas where I could set up cliff faces and distorting the land to make up some nodal areas to run around. And then after that, we started to work on building our cliffs. By using static rock meshes, we basically build a plateau or the top of the cliff using these flat rocks, and then start adding more cliff rocks onto the side to build a rocky cliff. And you just keep painting and pushing until you get something you like. Which I eventually got something that was really cool. And then I went for a little test run to see how this looked and how it played, and just the scale and depth, because you kind of lose it when in the dev, like in the editor window, you kind of lose that depth of scale, which I think I'm going to be spawning and stuff to give myself more of a better brain in future attempts. And well, I also realized some of these meshes don't have collision. As you can see, I'm fading through the rock here, which is just when they've imported meshes from ASE that they did use, and they haven't updated them for ASA, or haven't actually used them in ASA, and may not plan to. And it's just, I've grabbed one of those old meshes that's still in the dev kit and has no collision. So I'm going to have to redo that section, but we'll get to it. I then started working on this other cliff section where I was making like a bit of a stone ramp to walk up the side of the cliff. I thought it would be like a really cool area to go up and head further up into the hilly section behind the lake, and this could be just an interesting way to go up where some cool spawns like RGs and sabers can be, maybe some metal. I also started making this like kind of rock pulley section that goes around the cliff, as this is something I really want to take and make as part of the map, is some like really rock pulley section, rock pulley beachy areas that'd be really cool. They actually maybe have some hidden secrets in them or something like that. Well, it's 11:17 p.m. and I'm getting somewhere, right, with this landscape. A cool area for the green orb going off here. This whole, I don't know what this is. This mountainous cliff area. Just looking thing. And I didn't realize how massive the snowy mountain is, which is like kind of what I wanted. I want this massive mountain, but it is humongous.
That's what she said.
Day 4. of this map journey. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I've kind of made the decision that making this the size of the island might be a bit too big for my first attempt. So I'm gonna try and downscale it by something like 75%. So with all that remapping, or basically downscaling of the map, we got to about 80% size of the island, and well, as you can see, those cliff faces that I built the other day, or on day 3, are absolutely huge and in the wrong space. So I'm going to have to realign a lot of these meshes to get them where I want them again. Even delete them and just redo the section, which is basically means day 3's cliff building was a bit of a waste in a sense. But I knew keeping this at 100 the same size as the island, I was not going to get a fully playable section of the map or get like all the cliffs done, because they're just so much bigger, and I just feel like I wouldn't get the goal of making a playable map. Not a perfect map, not a finished map, but a playable map to start with, a foundation where I can build this over the next year, I think, or the next couple of months. I think it's going to be about a year of development from the day of the map releasing this video, and me actually having a finished product where it's 100% done. And now we get to this point where I'm starting to build this section that kind of leads into the redwoods with some really interesting cliffs and this nice tree branch bridge. But you can see snow is on top of the rocks, and this is a thing. Ark uses a lot of procedural kind of mapping using weather. So a lot of the weather that we've just pulled from the island bakes into the textures. So this is using weather-based stuff. So in this section of the map, kind of lines up coordinate-wise where the snow would be on the island. So now I'm getting these funny snow things. But eventually I do get my friend Armin to come help me, and we make a new texture. Basically copy the texture that he already uses, turn off the weather events, and slap those on the rocks that are in these sections that were getting snow, so they don't have snow. It's a bit of a hickey. There's probably a way to rearrange or make your own weather system and re-coordinate where everything is. And maybe that's something I might do in the future, because there's also foliage that gets snow on it, on the ground, which I've got to figure out how to fix. But that's a future problem to learn. And now you can see that we've actually fixed the running around on this section. Nice little canyon overhang. I just kept working, you know, kept building my cliffs, placing rocks, because this is all I needed to really do at this point in my build, is get all those cliffs done. Even though I'm here testing away placing redwood trees as a static mesh, even though I get told later on that I should do them via the foliage tool over the static mesh way, which so none of these placements will be final. I also started messing with the foliage tool, placing down metal nodes on this rocky cliff area very close, and just seeing how that would work and how they look within this area. These might not be the final placements of my resource nodes, but it was a good way to get understanding on how they work and placement and stuff like that. But I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished with the landscape tool either. I am here going around the beaches of the ocean section, even though I'm thinking now in past tense that's still going to be another lake in the center of the world, as we're on a high mountain volcano, and it's like a dual caldera system, right? You have the main one in the middle, and then you have the other one, and then hopefully the outer world, which I don't get to doing, the outside the border stuff, will be just like a cliff and then goes down, so you're like on top of a mountain. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. And then I started kind of digging into the terrain and making this kind of river like inlet, I guess you call, with like this little island in the middle. And this area eventually comes the swamp of the map. At the time I was like just thinking of something cool I can add to differentiate this like beachy area that goes around the outer. Also made this like claw rock formation thing at the top of the hill above the lake, and I like this place. This claw rock. I'm probably gonna title with that, or come up with some really fancy name and stuff like that. Well, it is 11:49 p.m. for me, And let's see where this grid. I had to redo this whole section. Oh. So I still got a few better cliffs to do. Got the whole snow biome to fix. But we should be able to get that cliff done pretty quickly tomorrow. Same with this one. This is finished here. What else we got? We got this cliff here, which shouldn't take me too long to do. This is just a giant hill, so I gotta retexture that. Finish off this cliff section here. Got the redwood biomes to kind of just smoothen out and maybe find a place to put a lake or something. I don't know. Figure this out. We got this whole grassy biome here. Whatever I'm doing here. This I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do. Might just smoothen that out. Then we got like the arid biome that I need to build. And then we got the snow. Alrighty, it is day 5 of our building a map. Or making a map. We have a lot more rocks to place, cliffs to make. I want to get all the cliffs done today as best as possible. And then I did. I just went to town working on these cliffs, and to be honest, I was really enjoying this. Like, even though it seems very mindless of me just placing rock after rock, meshing them all together to build like a cliff wall. Every time I got a section done, I was like, wow, that's looking cool. I'm liking this. There's ways I could probably tweak this, but I'll leave it for now. It's good enough for the playable state of the map I want. So I'm pretty sure, like, this area is gonna be where I have my first actual cave entrance. Now, you scroll this down and play with the visibility and just this. Go that. And now you have a open hole for a cave. Haha! And now you can see all the rocks under the map. Alright, cool. I just want to show you guys that, like, the entrance might change a bit. Like, this rock here, I don't really like how that's affecting the entrance too much. Alright, I think I've gotten most of the cliffs done on every area that isn't the snow, redwoods, or the custom biome I want to do. I don't know if I'm happy about this section here. Hey, look. I got 2 more days to make this map. So, snow, I'm actually leaving to do last. I want to go through the redwoods biome, add a crap ton of trees. I don't know if these are the right trees. Now, there's also another tool that I got to use while working on this dev kit, which is absolutely a game-changing tool, and I love it, and I'm glad it's a thing. It's called the water tool. This allows you to build lakes and rivers really easily. So basically, you pull in the tool, and it makes like a little plane, and you just scale that out to fit the area you want, a lake or a river or whatever, and then you just hit bake, and there it goes. It adds the physics, it adds all the like the little visual effects things as well, so it adds like the physics volume and the VFX volume underneath that plane perfectly for you, and you can start swimming in that plane straight away. And then I just went back to making more cliffs, definitely in this redwood section, which was kind of one of the sections I'm going to be working on initially with one of my biome updates. I feel like the redwoods needs a massive overhaul. It was kind of very just chucked together. I'm not a big fan of what we've done with the redwoods, but there's certain things I like this bridge here. Love it. I think I need more like variation elevation. But I'm at the end of day 5 here, and I still have all the foliage of my rolling hills and all the biomes. The lake is bare, and we still got the snow to fix up, which is interesting. But I think tomorrow we're gonna get onto the snow, make sure we can get the snow doing. We're gonna get the cave on. We're also gonna figure out how I'm gonna set up my arid kind of biome, more like this rocky. I don't know, that corner. Yeah. A lot of work to go, but hey, look, we just want to play it. Like, I want to get that first cave done. I want to get most of the map as playable as possible. The goal was to have like a fully playable map with every spawn that I could have on it, and one cave, like one artifact cave. There's already some cave-like areas, but yes, there's an artifact cave in here, and that's tomorrow's business. So let's chop over to day 6. Now it's day 6, and you're wondering, wait, why aren't telling you about the time or anything? Well, I forgot to hit the record button on my mic, or my mic was not working at the time at this part of the recording, which kind of sucked. But it is day 6, and we're finishing off the cliff faces on the snow, and working on that snow biome before I got in touch with Armin, who's going to help me try to understand how he does caves so I can build my first cave. Which actually, eventually, I end up making a cave in the snow, which is the penguin cave, which sits under the blue orb. And this it basically takes a lot of note of what Armin was saying, how to build a cave and stuff like that. I just didn't give it the cave volumes and stuff like that, so it acts like a cave. It's like a cave you can fly into, right? Kind of like stuff you see on Ragnarok. So finishing all that, I got in a call with Armin, and he helped me not only with the telling me how he made the caves and how he makes this little cave shells and stuff like that using just meshes, which is what we ended up doing, but he also told me how to set up a spawn volume. So at this lake, I wanted beavers to spawn, so I just asked him how he would do that. And you need a bit of 3 things. You need an NPC zone volume, NPC zone spawn volume, and the NPC zone manager. And the fun thing is, I think the zone volume is the biggest one, and then the spawn volume you kind of put inside the zone volume, just make it a little bit smaller, and then the zone manager will control that section. And then you do these things called entries, which a lot of them are done spawn entries, which will spawn in creatures based on a number value that you give. Beavers have their own special one. Well, some areas will have ones that are set for like jungle or the ocean or grassland spawns, which have a couple of creatures in it. Some, as it says, and swamp, right? And then there's some creatures that have their own unique spawn volumes, e.g. giggers, beavers, unicorn, I think, quetzal, and a couple other creatures like that. And after setting up my first ever spawn volume, I went straight into building this cave. Building the cave shell, just using these flat rock static meshes as a way to just build a basic path that I could, one, add detail into and with other stuff later. But this was supposed to be what Armin liked to call it, the cave shell, which I agree with. It's like a shell of the cave. And it's just the basic landscape, basic pathing that I wanted. And I wanted the cave to go down a bit, have some open rooms in a section. Also this area where I put a dip, I wanted a little bit of water, and then lead into like a final room. And quickly after that, I started getting the roofing of the shell done to basically enclose this cave as best as I can. There we go. And voila, the actual cave shell is done. Which, for the first part of the cave, it's not going to be too insane, I don't think, but I just need to get this done today. Alright, so now we need to start working on the cave, stuff in the cave. Which, one, requires me to make a water plane. So, now we got the shell done. Clever shell, we're going to make a new sublayer. All this details and everything will go into that. So I then quickly used the cave water tool to make some cave water inside our cave, and then started working on some detailing stuff that would be inside the cave, like some extra rocks, little cliff edges and stuff like that. Kind of locked off in the final room. I kind of wanted to add more detail to it to just make it a little bit of an interesting area for where the artifact is going to be. Well, it's like 11 PM. We've been working on this cave. Let's get more of the map sorted, but worry about that later. Yeah. The first cave I've ever made, and I'm happy with it for being something that I've kind of rushed and put together without very much, just a slight plan of things. and I've started putting cave drops. I haven't actually finished. I need to test something, which requires a little bit of. Make sure I save everything, and then I need to get a way to parkour to the blue drop. And because that's right, I forgot. I haven't set up this thing that can make a cave. Get activated for now. There's probably a processing biome that I haven't done yet, which tomorrow or the next day of my recordings will help me set up, make sure I get those right, and we're just going to try and perfect the map. But I still got a little bit left on this day. Make that jump. Make that jump. That jump. This jump. And then I guess you just go jump up there and there we go. That's the only blue drop in this cave. The rest are green. There's 2 other drop locations. But hey, bit of parkour for that. Most people will probably grappling hook to it, but look, you can parkour to it. Low level, don't need grappling hooks. Getting down might be a bit of a problem though. Maybe. Alrighty, it's the final day, day 7 of making this map, and like we started the cave. I've got to do all the volume stuff to make sure this is working. It's not the greatest cave in the world, but I think for my first cave and for something I'm doing within 7 days, I think I've done something alright. Right? I'll take it. I'll take it. It works. It's functional. There might be some additions to it later. We've got all the foliage on the map to do, all the spawns, like player spawns, dino spawns. I need to add some. I'm just gonna add like coral to this lake. This lake is gonna be bare. It's not gonna be what it is. It's probably gonna be the first thing I update. Oh, we also have the rocky biome. I'm gonna fix all the landscape textures so it's not all janky crap, but fix all those up, and we're good to go. So I'm just gonna hop on, help me with the cave volumes, and hopefully set up a few things, and then we can go from here. It's day 7, and you know what, I'm chatting with Armin again, and I gotta say a big shout out to Armin for all the help he had with basically telling me certain things like, well, if you want to set up drops in a cave, you're gonna use like a crate spawning volume with like a little server side point that it links to, so it can spawn a certain crate based on an entry. A lot of stuff, right? I still need to do the overall drops as well. I didn't get enough time on this day to do that, but that's just an interesting little fact. And I gotta say, go check out Armin's map. I think it's Inshallah. Probably pronouncing it wrong. And I know he's working on another map. Keep an eye on that map. It's gonna be an awesome thing. And then after that, he helped me set up how we do cave spawns, which is very interesting. You have one big cave zone volume, and then you have many small NPC spawn volumes throughout the cave, and you have one controller for those sections. A lot of spiders!
Always like, we can always.
I'm gonna die. And now we have creatures spawning in the cave, which is very cool. Like, actually seeing the snakes and the arthropleuros, and they're getting absolutely murdered by a pack of spiders at the entrance of the cave is pretty interesting. Now, with all the help from Armin and regarding, we had to go to town for the rest of the day. And I started painting foliage throughout all my biomes, which is, with the foliage too, I was just painting. I was just holding left click and letting it go. I wasn't really thinking strategically how a lot of this foliage would go, unless it was resources like your obsidian, your crystal, your metal, and all that stuff. I kind of put those down singularly. Everything else, like the trees, the rocks and stuff, I just went paint. I just went paint, paint, paint. I didn't have enough time
And that's the thing. Doing this in 7 days, I really had to cut some corners with when it comes to map making and a sense of things, like not being like kind of strategic with placing of foliage or any of that. I was just painting. I was painting and painting away. Well, I'm gonna go check it out, but yo, if you do get to check out Caldera, there will be a link in the description to it, and of course, forward in the description. If you do get to check it out, make sure to join my Discord. I'm gonna say this again, make sure to join my Discord. There's gonna be a section for Caldera, like issues, if you spot anything wrong. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the lake is pretty... Oh my god, there's the fact that this is in this lake. Yeah, some of it's pretty bare. See you in playtime.
Bought it in.
Yeah, welcome to Caldera.
Oh, I love the floating rocks, Vina.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. To be honest, I spent like my last day just painting foliage. It was literally it, and setting up all the spawns, and oh my god, it's a lot of work.
I don't know if it's just me, but this water seems like super blue. It's like really nice.
Oh yeah, so pretty. Look how blue it is.
Alright, I'm gonna get a pickaxe. Let's get some tools, find some tames. Go explore. Go
I
explore.
found my first tame.
Well, at least it's easy to find rocks. Oh no, there's a steely bird. Oh no, Vina, why'd you add those?
They're in the small container. I'm using...
50 meters away.
Oh, that's not bad. 250. Oh, hello, Dial. Oh crap! I saw the access dodo. I thought it was a hard one. I just whacked that thing in the head. Oh, Sonics. Oh, Sonics.
Come on then. Come on then.
I tried.
Come on then.
Crap. No.
Ow.
No, I'm not trying to get that. You have fun with
Did
that.
a lot of damage. Okay.
I wanna see
Okay, he's looking a little bloody. I got this.
Nice.
I can
okay,
bring a pickaxe to the battle.
Yeah. Cloth gear.
Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, it's a dilo.
Oh, your dino's still trying to kill me. He's trying to murder me. No.
Oh no.
Oh, the dino's got a baby. I'm gonna steal your child.
Oh no, it's over.
Where's your child? Come here. Hey! Ow! Ow! I got another dilo on me.
Oh no, I got knocked out.
Oh. Oh no. Wait, you got knocked out? No ground or snap point. Uh-oh, did I forget something?
No building for us.
No building for some reason. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to make a raft. That's something I've got to fix. Okay.
Hey, I mean, if it's a big lake, it'll be the perfect map to have a raft base on, right?
100%, yeah. Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna work towards a raft. Try to make a raft. That's our goal. Because for some reason I can't
Should
place
be
in the
able to get all
landscape,
the height
which
from
means
this.
there's one setting I haven't fixed. Or missed. Yeah, no ground or snap point. I'm standing on ground. Oh well. Hey, that's what testing is for, people. I don't know.
Oh, so that's why we're here. We tested it for him. I got a pike now, I can help you.
How did you get a pike?
Wait, pike? What?
Well, not a wooden spear.
I was like, a pike? Okay.
I thought you got like
worry,
a
I
super
got
lucky
this.
drop from killing something there.
Get it, Sadex! Get it!
Wait, where are you?
Get it! I'm by you. Get it, Sadex! Ah! What? I'm dead.
That didn't take long.
No, it didn't. That was 2 hits and I was dead.
Oh no.
Alright. Alright, well, other than not being able to build on the landscape, it's a bit rough. Oh, you're dead too.
Can you
Yeah,
go-
okay, I can place on the rock edges here. Okay, it just means the landscape has got a setting
Oh,
wrong.
okay, so we can do that.
So if you find like a little... I've got a fire. I am cooking the meat. Finally. Oh, moss
yeah,
chops.
I can eat myself. Hang on. I'm here. Let's go.
Adventure time.
Yes!
Oh
yeah, this-
Have to see. What's happening to Sanix's legs? Your legs are like flying off the raft.
On my screen, they're fine.
it's fine for me.
Oh my, I can't wait for you guys to see this. There's like something crazy going on. Let me screenshot that.
Your legs are flying to the side now for me. Wait, what?
Are they?
And then for me, you guys are both fine.
Oh, this is sneaky. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I can't see a thing.
There we go.
I can't see.
Nighttime darkness. Yep, this is a dark cave. Camera up.
Hello.
Oh, there's a torch. Yeah.
Oh, this
yeah,
would have been a
that's a torch.
sick base location, though. Holy.
Yeah, it is. This is very much just like a little hidden little cave, and that you can only get through with the rock pool. So this is like the first cave I made. Like this is the section.
Oh, nice. This would be a really good base location, though. Oh, Alpha Raptor, Alpha Raptor, Alpha Raptor, Alpha Raptor.
Oh yeah, hey there.
Oh god! Oh god! Sonic's is there! Run! You're alive!
I'm killing it. I'm gonna kill it.
Oh my god! There's sabers. Sabers would be good.
Wait, I'm actually killing this thing.
Alright, you go. There's RG's fighting sabers here, but we made it to the area I wanted to showcase. Oh my god, doing this on foot is terrifying.
This thing is actually
Baby
kinda
saber
tiny.
here. I can claim it! I have baby saber. It was level 5. It's level 5 though. Did you kill that thing?
Huh? Now the Alpha Raptor is still alive, but it still hasn't killed me.
That's the thing. I think you can actually like juke. Oh my god. It died.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm walking in circles, but I'm not doing a lot of damage with my spear, and I'm on my last one.
There is a raptor here.
Oh wait. I may have messed up. Hey, I was beating it until I got knocked out.
Yeah,
Dang.
that's a bummer.
Oh, Saber Tooth! No, I'm dead.
Am I hitting you at the same time?
Oh no, the saber.
I killed you. Oh god! Oh no. Oh no.
Hey. Oh no, wait, the Alpha Raptor's.
So I wonder if that's gonna actually spawn me next to you. Oh, that's gonna pull me away, ain't it?
Oh no, wait, is this gonna pull us away from here?
Yeah, I think so. Watch.
No.
Not dedicated issues, man. Alright. We're heading to the cave.
Progress.
The whole family.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm floating on nothing.
Yeah, hola,
Wait.
Oh, no.
There we go. Look at this.
I'm so stuck in here.
Okay. Alright.
I'm stuck in between the boss chops and the saber, but we ball.
No, wait for me.
Yeah, I was just trying to make get a good turn on. Alright, let's
Alright,
go.
good. Was this a-
Ah.
Oh, the bat!
Oh no. 135. Oh, I got Mega Rabies!
Oh, we got Omega Rabies! No! Kill the bat though. Okay. Oh, I got a treasure map from that thing. Yeah, you cannot play a sleep bag in this game. Oh, I'm dead.
No,
And my saber ate me.
Oh,
My
no.
saber ate me.
Wait, did you place a man on the raft?
Do you know where we're going back to?
Oh, and there we go.
Me, weren't you? Yeah.
Wait.
All right.
Didn't
Okay,
Kaya
you
get
just
teleported?
You just gave me mega rabies too. No, she died. You just gave me mega rabies again. Like.
You teleported me here with. Oh wait, yeah, I think I hear a drop.
Yeah, it's under the little bridge bit.
Oh,
Just watch out, there are piranhas in there.
Oh,
They should be.
Sadex!
I think we're fine. All right,
No, they haven't spawned it.
good.
You get the drop.
Whoa, Ascendant
saber
Patchy
collision.
Rhino Saddle Blueprint.
Oh, wow.
Meet the clever guardian.
Oh, what the hell?
We have to kill it to get the clever artifact.
Oh, that is cool.
That is so cool. What a good way to do an artifact, man.
Don't let it bite you! Don't let it bite you!
Oh no, it's
It's
over.
saber. Where's the saber?
It's over.
No, Sadex! No, the otter! The otter died! No!
Get the saber!
Wait.
The saber's fighting it.
Teleported.
Saber, no, he's taking so much damage.
Ah!
Oh,
Run, guy,
no! Oh, he did poopy! He's pooping on me! Help!
Alright, I'm definitely
be halving the health on this
Oh
thing.
my goodness, he's absolutely slaughtering me. Oh, what's happening? Oh, he had brainworms for a second. Yes.
Wait, I need to
No.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, it's down!
Yeah.
Grab the artifact from his inventory.
Oh, look at that.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Come on.
Make sure if you want to play Caldera, go search it up. It is cross-play at the moment, and I did fix the landscape issue. You can place on the landscape. I fixed that, and I fixed another issue. I'm going to be tweaking the weather. There's a little bit. I have, as much as I love the fog going up into the mountain areas, I do love that. It's like an area where you can see where it stops, and visually that pisses me off. I don't like it. I'm gonna get this foliage fixed and this first update out with the visual, like just a visual tweak of the clever map. Hopefully the Guardian spawns in for you guys. I might have to tweak its spawning volume and stuff like that. I might have to ask a couple other people if they can help me. One, get the timing of it right, so once it dies, it takes like 5 minutes, 15 minutes for it to respawn. And what other artifact Guardian creatures do you think there's gonna be? Comment those down below. Comment down what map section you want to see updated, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy Caldera. Bye.